Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Meadows. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Meadows. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running right, Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Meadows. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense, they came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of Browning, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Meadows. His throw incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off play action. Meadows.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The give is to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Meadows setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Devon Hamilton able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Meadows. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now Lawrence. He gets it left side to Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Steps away. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
Oh, nice move. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Meadows steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. On first down, Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down.
Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
On play action, Lawrence.
Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Woods has it complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Now Lawrence
On the move to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Kiki QT now from his end zone. No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a
touchdown, Houston!
Brevin Jordan,
his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now Lawrence to throw. Connection made with Chenault.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a give to Etienne.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Lawrence.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Lawrence.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Off play action. Meadows.
And that is incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Off the play fake. Meadows sliding out of the pocket. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
88 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A give to Etienne running right.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Johnson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Colin Johnson,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. One final shot. They'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jags, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.